Look, it's a PSC, right? For all my friends and family and everybody, right? Like I looking for growth and upliftment and movements. You understand? This is why when I'm looking for change, I don't look for change in the same place. I don't look for improvements in the same place. I move. I keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I came to this country and I kept moving. You understand? And that's you know, the main factor that kept my head above water, because I didn't look for change in the same place. A lot of people want change, but they wouldn't get out their element. They wouldn't get out their neighborhood. They wouldn't get out like their comfort zone. You understand? Now for me, a man might be like, yo, well, this is my comfort zone, but for me, like, I want to go out and explore, because it's infinite, like, options out there, infinite. So why would I succumb myself to just being in one place and think things gonna get better? Things not gonna get better, because I'm not trying to make a valid effort for it to get better. So, like, I'm not trying to stay in one place. I'm not trying to go back to places that I left. Like, if you shoving forward, people don't want to see you. They don't want to help you move forward further. They want you to come back to foolishness. Come back to what they're comfortable with. You dig? Like, I'm trying to grow, man. I'm not. My perspective on life different. I ain't got time for parties and frivolous hanging out and shit like that. Like, I'm trying to fuck with people who got ideas and who's trying to always trying to create something. Like, I want to be a part of ideas, man. Not just being around people for just being around sake. Eventually people just start feeling like, well, your life better than theirs, or they start feeling insecure in their ways, in their feelings about how their life is versus yours. And your life is just the choices you made, the circumstances your parents made. I mean, like, it had nothing to do with nothing when you come to being an adult. You're an adult at this point, so you gotta figure out your own way. So ain't no blaming your mother and your father for nothing. As long as you got life, you got a chance. So, like, for everybody that I fuck with, and y'all fuck with me, it's a big world out there, man. And I'm going to be discovering it until the day I leave. So, don't be stuck in a mindset where you can't leave where you at, where you can't grow from environment you're in. You know, like I was trying to do something, and as soon as I realized it wasn't working, I wanted something else. You know, I figured out something else, and that's how it worked for me. I don't get stuck on things that don't work. I'm stuck on always making something work, so that's my motion. Beg nobody for nothing. I don't jealous nobody nothing. Like, I'm looking for inspiration. People who could inspire me to be my best self. I ain't got no time to hate on nobody, man. Everybody living their life based on the choices they making. So who am I to be mad at you for the choice that you make? Who are you to be mad at me for the choices I make? So that's it. That is it. You dig? But life is a learning experience. You want to learn every day. You want to feel like you know everything. I don't feel like I know everything. You know, I don't feel like I can't learn. You know what I'm saying? I learn every day. I learn from everybody. You know, I humble myself and listen. So before I speak, I make sure I try to speak as much sense as I can. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. I'm okay with that. Nobody can't tell me shit is sugar though. You feel me? I got a mind of my own. So that's it. You live your life based on what you feel your needs are and what your wants are. So prioritize that shit in however order you want to prioritize it. Most people prioritizing their wants before their needs. So, you know, don't be mad at nobody else for the decisions that you're making. If you feel like life is hard and you're always crying every day, then that's your fault. That ain't nobody's fault. That ain't the universe. That's your fault. Because you putting these things in the universe, and it's just the law of attraction. The law of attraction. Attracting what you put in the air. You know, even though you fucked up and you suffering, you get up every day and you're happy, you feel like, you know, you give yourself find something to be happy about. That's the law of attraction. Things that just gradually become, you know, start becoming happier for you. Things that start becoming better for you. Life will you know, continuously be joyful, rather than you get up and you just bad mind because other people have things and you don't know how to attain these things. You don't know how to go about even just asking somebody, yo, you know, getting a mentor, because you're too stuck feeling like you know everything, or you feel like nobody can tell you shit. You understand? So you want to learn from experience. So learn from experience. A lot of people just don't know how to make choices. You know, like bad decisions after bad decisions. And then want to cry about, oh, why my life is like this? Why after, bro, you making a lot of bad decisions. Bad choices, nigga. The fuck you mean? Nobody not doing that to you. If you eliminate yourself from half of the fuckery that's going on around you, you won't get yourself in no shit. If you put yourself around 2 broke niggas, you're gonna be the 3rd broke nigga. So if you try to surround yourself with 2 niggas who have ambition, you know, then more than likely you start developing your own ambition. You know, so it's about Your state of mind at the end of the day, man. How you program. It's your chip. It's your chip. So whatever you program that chip with, that's how you function. A lot of y'all niggas malfunctioning. You know what I'm saying? And just don't even understand why y'all malfunctioning. Because it's the program. The programming you under. The programming you've been programmed, and then you can't even unprogram yourself. You can't unplug yourself from the program to like say, well, Lil, you know what? That program ain't working for me, man. It ain't work. That program is not gonna work for me. It probably worked for, other people, but that ain't gonna work for me. Unplug it. Let me reprogram this shit. A lot of niggas don't want to reprogram. A lot of people just don't want to reprogram, man. Sometimes you just gotta delete everything. Delete shit, man. You can't store everything. The shit you storing, it's not important. A lot of shit that motherfuckers are storing is just not important. Program yourself to be focused. Program yourself to be disciplined. That's the program. Once you start programming yourself to do certain things that would benefit your way of life, your way of living, then you're unstoppable. But if you're going off the programming of the gram and the medias and all these things, when you're going off of that programming, then you're stuck. You're stuck. So for all my people on the bad side, man, I see you on the good side, man. Hey, that's where I'm at. I'm on the good side. So I hope y'all cross over. I see you over here, man. Alright? Peace and love.